Ah, he. When you're playing Halo.
Danganronpa.
Oh, the bear can show up as one of them? I probably already had the bear as one of them. Time to play. Because I don't even remember where we were. We were investigating the death, quote unquote, of me and of the fat manga guy. Forgot what his name is. Is it Inuyasha? No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Taka, or Takamondo, and Hifumi. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I thought I scrolled through Taka and it didn't say dead, but I scrolled through Hifumi and it did say dead, so I was like, did I just spoil myself? So I remember, even though it's been a whole week, I remember I planted myself here on purpose to walk downstairs because I need to go to the nurse's office next to continue this investigation. Where's the nurse's office? It's on the first floor, right? He just said a bad word, did he? Nuts? Numbnuts is not a bad word. Finish up my math homework now? Okay. Now into Danganronpa. Bye, PJ. They killed my favorite character first, so I did the thing where I got mad and looked up the plot and spoiled the whole thing. Good job. That's fair. You know, I had the same... I didn't look up the plot, but I also got mad at American Horror Story for killing my favorite character and didn't watch it after that, so I feel you. Hi, Celeste. What are you investigating, Celeste? Also, are you feeling better? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Well, you know, just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
See.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hino was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. When you got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't even think of it as anything less than impossible. That's twice Celeste has given me her account, and I will use it as a bullet. Celeste is nothing more than ammo. Level 3 hammer. I'm used to things killing off my favorite characters. I'm not. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. No, duh. I can't investigate the blood. What is there to look in here? Maybe the fridge has something in it? Did that for AI, the Somnium files? Yeah, I remember that. Wonder if there's any drinks, anything to drink inside. After everything I've been to, I'm totally parched. Maybe just take a quick peek. Bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusion, I guess. It is the thing! Doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Alright. Why did I think a drink? You know, if I'm a high schooler and I see a fridge in a nurse's office, my first thought isn't going to be blood. I would think that now, but my first thought wouldn't be blood. I'd be like, oh, a fridge. Just like at home. It's got to have drinks. Just a normal trash can. There's something inside? It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. It's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in a trash can. A cleaning cloth? It's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? Why can I not put 2 and 2 together? Why am I so average? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. There's like only one character that wears glasses, isn't there? But I think it might be important. Makoto doesn't even wear glasses. How would he know that's a glasses cleaning cloth? Is there anything else to investigate? Does the camera have anything? The surveillance camera really doesn't matter right now. No. Audio only moment. Well, Do you have anything left to say, Celeste? When it disappeared, you're supposed to be in the nurse's office? Yeah, it's the same dialogue.
Indeed.
Okay, so where do I go to next? Oh, thanks. Yeah. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you only ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. Another one? It's a note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Thanks, Byakuya. Nobody can talk to me. Nobody likes to say nothing. Go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? More like, who's waiting for me there? Hero, put some clothes on. Mama's home. Start playing Overwatch. I have the same problem. I can't really just watch a stream by itself. I mean, I can. That's what I did when I was stuck at work. Which one's Hero's room? But now I have to pay attention to work, unlike my previous job, so... Hero's next to Leon? The door's unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. Might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Imagine playing Overwatch. He's got a cool room, though. Look at all this stuff. Yo, this is like a Mii's room in Tamagotchi Life. Byakuya also wears glasses. Oh, I forgot about that. Maybe Makoto used to wear glasses, but he's wearing contacts now? He's never mentioned it. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Not how that works. That's not consent, but you know, whatever. He might have killed somebody. I could just sit and watch a stream for a little bit, then my attention span goes zoop out the window. It swooses right out. Normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something. Oh, gee. Great. I wonder what this could be. Is this Robo Justice? It's in Hero's room? But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me. Have the arms been like this? Someone made it for him. Or did he make it for someone else? I can't interact with like all this cool stuff on the table. That's fine, I guess. I have to be doing something with my hands, hence why I craft so much. I soundlessly check the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? That's me walking into any public bathroom. Alright. Well, I found what I was looking for, I guess. All that cool stuff, nothing to say about. Jesus Christ, Hina. Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Is she safe? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing a costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran up to the second floor as hard as I could. I shot like a bullet. Gun analogy. What are we doing, guys? We're just chilling with the Transformer. Hello, everybody. Hi, Kyoko. Kyoko man, I've had the worst day. Hi, Hero. Oh, it's playing the You've Been Caught music. I'm gonna ask Kyoko what's up.
Right.
I found Hero.
No kidding.
He was jammed into the pool's room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
That's creepy.
Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Okay, I can't never
it's
mind.
nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly,
she says that, but does she have any idea? Oh, commentary. Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
first of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you were dressed like that.
I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well,
Let me
I don't know
out
what's
of
up
here!
with this thing. I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid freaking thing.
It would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of that suit. The one clasp. All of us had to do it. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Hero's wearing his normal clothes underneath. That's fine. How'd he fit all that hair in there? Ooh, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
that
You've been
okay?
there? In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
could it be?
It's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking
That's
everyone
terrible.
was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just
Celeste,
the
you know?
worst.
Good idea. Hello? We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up. Guys, he legally can't kill. Well, he legally couldn't. Well, I guess he could kill somebody else, but then he would all, if he was, well, what, never mind. Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little
right.
far.
He may be a bit suspect,
Yoko's calling him sus.
but he deserves fair treatment.
Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't really talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them.
Please.
What? Killed who? I have no idea who you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. Legally, he could have. Real world rules don't apply. I meant legally as in he can't, if he was the killer, he can't kill a third person. Because then he would die by it. But I mean, I guess he could. That's what I meant by legally. And then I realized I was saying legally he can't kill someone as if that's not the norm. So, who else could be, who could possibly be the costumed attacker? Who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? Way to read. How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it out for yourself before you convict
Okay.
me. Fine, you're gonna be a jerk about it. I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
See, look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
You're not even in the
I'm
costume.
telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
So clearly he didn't carry Hifumi.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well,
What?
either way,
What?
now we
What
know for
moment?
sure, right?
The moment of, oh, there's a suit in my room.
I
Let
mean,
me put it on.
It seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
Well, only you've tried it on and you're not the same height. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then Makoto, go ahead. Okay. No cutscene of Makoto putting on the costume. No, only when Hina puts it on. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I could
Just
wear
a
this.
second.
See, I told you it wasn't possible. You are absolutely right. It seems the costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But
Yeah, he can't kill a third. Yeah. Love you, Hero. He's so dumb. He kind of just bumbling through, not even realizing he's the one being accused. Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Hero? That's kind of a fair thing to ask. Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's
Yoko.
terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? I think Hifumi killed, RJ. That seems very obvious to point out here. Oh, Robo Justice. Never mind. It's not obvious at all. I think Hifumi killed him and is acting dead so people don't suspect it was him. This figure's too big and heavy for my shelves. This is a big oversight. Hi, Celeste.
Oh.
Celeste is sus during this whole thing. No, she's not. She's fine. I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where's Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea. Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But I like Kyoko. You are quite protective of her, yes? That's because she's helped me out so much up until now. She's the main character. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. Did she not do it to you? Is it time to just ask Kyoko what's going on? Anyone else got something to say? Hey, what's up, Hiro?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Are you freaking out? You did it!
Please?
I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were
How
killed...
about that?
That's it! I know who did it!
So then.
What?
You may as well tell us then.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego,
I'm
right?
at least 30%
Which means
right.
alter ego and Archhero must have done it. What's that voice line? If I'm at least 30% right? You said somebody must have done it. That's the 30%. Alter ego and yeah.
Correct.
Hero.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please!
Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
So
I know,
then.
that note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then for some reason, I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
Wait, who's the only one that could fit in the costume then? Is it Sakura? They're like the same height, aren't they? The 2 tallest characters? No, she's probably too buff to fit in the thing. Though she might be strong enough to carry Hifumi. No. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. No more thinking. I'll just watch the story.
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Rude. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yao? Yao? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy
Don't
it.
be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us the note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta oh my god, if he was telling the truth, I'd be so upset if I was him right now. You gotta believe me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck, for serious? Hero's account. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. But I want to talk to Kyoko. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. Guys, okay. No, it's like I said. This is not where we do the accusations yet. Is it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone else.
What are you saying?
He makes plenty of money off of his day job. Fortune's 30% correct is just a dumb way of saying he can take an educational guess. Whenever I try to theorize, I'm always way off. Oh, that means I'm totally spot on, right? Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have the catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto, do you have a second?
Thank God. Huh?
I want you to help me with the investigation! Yes!
Main character?
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground.
I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why that?
No. That seems like a fair trade, but you do
Anyway.
you.
I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
Okay.
Shall we go?
My character's a doormat.
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
That's fine.
So Makoto, first thing I'd like to examine the corpses.
Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as
Correct.
me.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the
Hey.
living. Wouldn't you agree?
What am I supposed to answer?
anyway.
We have to hurry before the class trial begins.
Yeah, you're right. Hina's a little dumb too. Yeah. Girl boss, you got that pushover energy?
Okay, then show me where the bodies are.
I love her. Yeah. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now? Why not just teleport me there? Where are the stairs? Right, I remember. It's in the one spot that I don't check. If I were Kyoko, I'd definitely be a pushover too. Do you mean Makoto? Because Kyoko's not a pushover. Time's running out. We have to hurry to the repository. Is this not the... Oh, repository. Duh. I thought the other... Yeah, wrong room. There. Art repository, not the storage room in the, science lab. If it... Oh. Oh. I could tell you what just happened, but it was pretty gross.
Hifumi and Taka.
For a moment, Kyoko seemed to get rigid. But only for a
So
moment.
then,
Well then, let's get started.
She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the
knew it.
bodies.
The Kumafara was right. They were killed using similar weapons.
Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. What is her ultimate thing? Is she just like the ultimate student, or is she like something specific? I'm not gonna read what Kinsey said out loud. Oh, hey Sakura. Anything happened while we were gone? There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Oh, no. Thanks. Thank you. I remember. Woo. You don't know yet. Look in the handbook. At her student profile. She's really just ultimate something. Oh. Did Monokuma... I thought Monokuma gave out everybody's ultimate. Did he just be like... not say it? Or did he... or was like he about to say it and Kyoko was like... Monokuma was like... and she was like... and then they just skipped over it. Bodies.
I see.
Makoto, I found something.
No, he never gave it out? Oh, okay. You
Hey.
did?
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand?
He did?
You so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much?
No, that's not it. I'm just, painfully average and only notice average things. Like Taka and him growing white hair. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then,
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow, you see? Most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock.
So that would mean the watch was broken sometime after
that's
6.
right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
Hey you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing at his wristwatch. Oh yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. You know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other
I'm
words,
gonna miss seeing Taka's voice. Got the question marks right. Ultimate mastermind, ultimate girl boss, ultimate mommy. Thank you.
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m.
Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Da 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 da. Kyoko is genius.
However,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand.
In the intro, whenever you meet a new character, Makoto was like, whoa, I read about you online. But when you get to Kyoko, you're like, who? Oh,
He appears to be gripping something.
you're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto.
Oh, no. It's his hair.
Can you try and pry it out?
Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right?
Okay. Doormat. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. Piece of
Hey.
paper.
Was that all that he had in his hand?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a
is
clue, does
that
it?
right?
I wonder about that.
Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's
So
body.
then-
Let's
Check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own.
Scrap of paper. Do I click the body, or I'm just gonna click Kyoko again? She'll do it all for me.
Indeed.
Find anything?
I did. More than I expected, to be honest.
I miss Taka. I already miss Taka. I just got to know him. The real him, and he's gone. Simp Makoto.
Look at this.
A wad of paper?
That's
Wait,
right.
Kyoko, don't open that. Don't open that.
Hifumi had it hidden on him.
Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants,
Don't open that.
so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see?
In his pants? Wait,
Why
so
is
you...
that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something.
I don't know what that
Hey.
means. I don't know what that means at all. What? Anyway,
Let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up.
when I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Oh, well, there you go. A note. Look on the other side. It's a letter. You're right. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Oh, it's a...
So,
There you go. It's Hero's note.
That sounds very familiar.
That's it. That's the same thing Hero said. And he was telling the
however,
truth.
Although it's not exactly the same, is it?
Last night someone slipped a weird note. Here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can just escape. Monokuma can't find out. Don't tell anyone I was leaving the rec room at 1 a.m. Time is different. Hero told us his note said to meet at 1 a.m. And this one says 6 a.m. The note that wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet
is
at
that
6.
right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
Ah?
So,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped. Makoto, pay attention, my lord. Maybe you need all the money Motokuma's offering so that you can afford to pay attention. Could you maybe explain it a little more?
Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly?
Kyoko should be an elementary school teacher. I have
So
no
then-
idea.
What if it just wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
Come on. The note Hifumi had been added.
hey,
While we're at it, I should tell you the other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them, so the handbooks had nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Now, there isn't any reason to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place.
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time,
is
right?
that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role.
A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. It's only been one murder since a handbook has played a role. How could a handbook play a role in a murder? Come on, Kyoko. If Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbook. How would she know that? Well, she said, you know, they weren't playing a role, so that's my truth bullet, or is that her
Are you
truth bullet?
excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the
The
school.
good thing, nobody's red-green colorblind here.
See you soon!
She's like, Dora, do you
It
see
would
the scrap of
seem-
paper? Makoto, try to think a little harder, you idiot. Come on. We just found a scrap of paper, Makoto. Look, they match up. Isn't that weird? It's unfortunate.
I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion.
Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going.
Okay, I'll follow you. You lead the way. You always lead the way. It's a good thing I followed Kyoko up the stairs. Muy bien. Muy bien. Hero, no swiping. Everyone had heard Monokama, wow, I can't read, proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. As soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
Is that the hint that there's 2 murders or 2 victims? Hello. Hello, hello. I don't remember Monokuma's voice. How do I do it? Mana. I got it. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Oh, he's doing the Naruto technique. Or who was it in Naruto that did that? No, I think it was Naruto, right? He had the shadow clones. Can you tell which one is the real Monokuma? That one.
Can we just get in the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
I'm not here to play with you. Okay, fine.
Hey!
Why? What the? Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. Elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Where does he go when he's like, he appears and then he's gone? It's like, where? Okay then, shall we?
Please.
Like, I get the joke of him sinking into the floor, but hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. Guys, the trial's not on yet.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it.
Thanks, Kyoko.
Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
He's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right, I have to do it. Can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it for everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives. Nope. Yep. Yeah, they're dead. Won't kill 2 of my friends. The killer is someone right here. No shoot, Sherlock. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to talk to Celeste like I've done every other time. Once everyone was aboard, ding ding, on our way down. Steel box began to move. This figure came with like a little bag full of ton of plastic jewels and gold to sprinkle around on the figure, so it looks like it's surrounded by treasure, but like I don't want to make a mess in my room. So I know I'd end up rolling away since I got to keep in on my desk. It's so big. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further down. Yeah, I hate glitter too, Danny. No going back. Until we all settle like this, we couldn't go anywhere. Just goes. Killer is among us. Among us? Among us? Why am I just repeating that? I'm not sure how long it took before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Hey, everybody. Oh, this room looks different. Was it blue before like this? It wasn't, right? I see. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax. Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
You really hate me that much, but I'm so cute.
Come on.
You've said that like every time. Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after the commercial break. I've never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get into your assigned seats. Levanta la manos. And so the curtain opened once again. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, I'll save. Mogus. Among Us. Why'd you write Among Us with a U? No, that's not what I meant. Why'd you write Among with a U, us? Among Us. Among Us? Among Us. I'm just gonna... Y'all can keep doing that. I'm done reading it, though. What am I doing here? I just want to start. I got nothing to say. Let's go. Trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the
Alright,
class
trials. I
trial.
don't have to do voices.
So, your votes will determine the results.
Yes.
If you can figure out who, then
done it?
I'll punish everyone
Punish.
now.
We already know who did it.
Come on, Hina. Give
Was
it a
that-
break. What's that?
it was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Well, thanks,
Don't
Celeste.
try and deny it. You killed them.
Guys,
I didn't. Someone
Guys.
knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
where'd you show up? You were so unimportant to this entire story. Put your tongue away. Out of here.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we
Bullet.
assume were used to build it,
Bullet.
and all of it was found in your room. You have
Triple
to admit,
bullet.
the evidence is quite compelling.
How you gonna answer to that?
It points to
You
you
got
as
three
having created
vests
the
on you,
suit
Hiro?
and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer? Or before anything else, we have to make that clear. Oh, here we go. Bullet. Hero's message?
Everything we found in your room.
Wait, what is my
The
controls?
blueprints,
Oh, right.
the suit parts, proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No,
Unrelated.
Just hold on a second.
Yeah. That handwriting's awfully messy. Hero's handwriting is
Everything
clear.
we found in your room.
Yep.
The blueprints. They are
No, you're wrong.
No, it's wrong.
Out of here. Objection.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
what do you mean?
Well, take a look at this.
Sorry, Celeste, I don't mean to interrupt you like that,
It's
but
the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
dude, Monokuma's right there. You can't just say stuff like
The
that.
handwriting's
Makoto, you
obviously
idiot.
different, wouldn't you say?
We're all trying to keep the secret, aren't we? Did we just give
When you
up on
compare
that?
it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
You know, that, from anyone else, that would be like totally a red flag. But from Hiro, he's telling the truth.
So, Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
That's not what I'm saying, Ina. Jump into conclusions. Bit of a fatal flaw there, but you know,
And
go off.
he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Byakuya, not letting me answer. Also a red flag. Don't answer for me.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
Yeah.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
What? Of course he passed
So?
to me.
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
She's got 3 of her hairs going up like that now. How's she doing that? The one that must have been in the suit. Wait a minute. Okay, well, what? When you give it like this, like, come on. I'm doing it. That's right. They're all working behind the scenes to try and set me up. Those dudes are super scary for serious. What? He just agreed with me. What? Come on, it's gotta be the Illuminati. It's gotta be the Illuminati. Why me? Wait, what? You saw me try it on for yourself. Wait, what? The one in the second suit? Wait, but Hiro was in the suit, but I thought... Wait a minute. I thought we were talking about who could be in the other suit, not who was in the first suit.
I got it!
Okay.
Other
I'm
than
dumb, I
Hiro,
guess.
I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
No, I know Hero was in the first suit. I'm not stupid. I thought we were talking about a different suit.
Obviously,
we already
he was
established
the one
Hero
in
was
that
in the first
particular
one.
Suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt.
All right.
Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Come on, Hina, keep up.
So what you're saying is...
What other suit did you find? Go on, Bells. What second suit? What? You know, they're the ones that brought it up. And then Byaku was like, yes. Yes, exactly. Go on, Makoto, tell him. And I'm just like, what?
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What?
You're telling me Hero's just kind of a weird guy
Now
like
that's
that?
a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Did we see anybody in a Robo-Justice suit killing somebody? We only have the hammers.
Of course. But before we get to that,
The suit had no blood on it.
there's
I can
something
think of
else we
plenty of
need to
reasons.
clarify
Idiots.
first. So let's get that out of the way.
Thanks,
Hey,
Byakuya.
stop trying to boss us around.
You guys are not paying attention.
All
you kinda
things
need
have
to
a
be bossed
proper
around.
order.
So what is it? What needs
All
to be
things, huh?
clarified?
Just let Byakuya do
We
all the
must
work.
clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
And Hifumi? Wait, no, it wasn't Taka that got transported. He was already dead there. It was Hifumi. Oh no, they both got transported into the room. Never mind. You're right, Byakuya. Yeah. You know, Byakuya's like, go on, Makoto, tell them. And then I gave two stupid answers, and he's just like, you know what, Makoto?
His corpse was
You don't
moved
deserve
using
to talk
certain
anymore.
particular items.
You made me look stupid by
Makoto,
proxy, so...
can you tell us what they were?
No. You didn't learn from last time. Things that were used to move Taka's body. It must have been the, where's that? Yeah, that one. The dolly.
I got it!
Or the tarp? There's still one more thing. Oh, there it is. The dolly again.
I got it!
Two
They were
dollies.
A dolly and a tarp, right?
Oh?
So, let's see if I can explain.
Oh, no, that was right. Okay.
Taka's
it
body
was right.
disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Look how tall Byakuya is compared to Makoto in this. He really does. They're supposed to be the same age, aren't they? Well, I mean, he looks like an adult, and Makoto looks like his kid. Don't ever talk to me or my son ever again. Door slam.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
He got it, Bells. Oh, yeah.
So the killer must have seen
you're
it there
wrong.
and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay,
Makoto's short
that
king.
explains
Makoto
the
is a
tarp.
short king.
And the dolly?
He ain't no king of nobody.
Same thing.
Makoto's a jester.
I'm sure
Makoto's
the
a
dolly was in
plaything
the
for these
equipment
people that
room
actually
when
know
we
what's
first
going
found
on.
Taka's body there.
Funny you should
But
say
when
it.
the
Might
body
shock you to hear this, but
disappeared,
Makoto's still in
so
high
did
school,
the
basically
dolly.
a kid. Aren't they all?
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But
Thank
are
you,
you
Celeste.
sure you are not mistaken?
What? Truth bullet?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
No, you're wrong. She
That
did it to
dolly
me.
was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
Let's check the cameras.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Byakuya, shut the f up. You're out
There
of
is
this.
no
Get
shame
out of
in
here.
being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
That's fair.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Everybody is in on it. Everybody. I'm just a plaything. never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. Maybe I could change your mind. Just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. New elements been added. Really? More? I'll be on this. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with the next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. From now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it'll cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Just remember that the tab key now is a function, along with right mouse bumper, left mouse bumper, and also space, and also control, and also Z, and also shift. You'll automatically reload at the start of fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. If your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. I should have just set everything to gentle. In which case, you can ignore everything I just said. Good luck and have fun. Why do we have to reload, though? Oh, what? Wait a minute. We're doing this?
You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Oh, I see.
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Why are you so mean to me?
Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I see.
Do your worst.
I see how this works.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
How do I activate the thing?
You
I
miserable
can't see
wretch.
anything!
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I don't want to shoot her.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
I don't want to shoot her. You complained that people kept cutting you
You're
off and not
asking
letting you
for proof
speak.
that the dolly moved.
Finally let you speak
I
and you
have
did
it
nothing.
right here.
But screw it up. The second game, they introduced new mini-games for these mid-trial disagreements. Better than weird quick time events. You're asking for proof that the dolly moved. I have it right here.
When I found the dolly
bloodstain
in
on
the
the wheels.
repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
This could have also just been another choose from the list which one it is. It didn't have to be a...
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it
A rhythm
that matched
game?
the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository.
Mine snowboarding?
So
No jam at
there's
the
my
sword
proof that
fighting?
the dolly
What
was
the-
used to move Taka's body.
Celeste really hate me that
Well,
much?
anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Everyone's just sitting here watching us argue. She's sitting there yelling at me, and I'm just pulling my trigger right at her face, and she's blocking it by using multiple sentences.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then...
Byakuyo's just like, this is funny, this is entertaining. I'll let it play out.
what kind of robot is it?
Everyone else is just like, wow, this is a real debate.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Please do, Byakuya. Instead of reusing the bullet one, they made a new one. Is it because the next ones aren't trigger happy?
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
What's the tagline of the second Danganronpa? Is it sword swinging despair? I cried during one of the sword fights. I couldn't do it. Oh no. Specific order. How the body was moved. It'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. They had to bend over. Hero's account. Byakuya lives in further drama. Robo Justice costume.
As we
Goodbye,
know,
despair.
Taka was killed in the equipment room, and from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, the culprit put the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well,
Doesn't have a
yeah,
handle.
but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
She said the magic
Then you
word.
could push the dolly no problem. So the killer and carted the body off to the...
If you accept everything we just, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
You must realize whoever was in the suit.
As we know, and from there,
Yeah, the cult then loaded it on...
now, keep in mind,
Well, yeah, all you
Bend over.
over.
No, you're wrong.
Then you could push the dolly, no problem. So the killer and carted the body...
if you accept, then you must realize that whoever... sorry, I don't think I realize...
I can't believe I missed.
As we know, and from there,
Yeah, the cult then loaded it on...
now, keep in mind,
Well, yeah, all you...
There you go.
No, but it's wrong.
Get to that trial, I'll tell you which one it was, okay?
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
If anybody's gonna truth bullet me back and be like, well, he could have just kicked
But
it
if you
over
were
and over
wearing
again.
that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Think we're gonna get through just fine. I'm gonna feel embarrassed. My friend was watching me and she was so frustrated. Oh. Can't see my feet. Surprised I got anywhere in this thing. Not to mention you totally can't bend at the waist. You said that yourself.
When
you
you're
know?
in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
I felt like that when I was watching Kinsey play through Tunic.
Am I right
Just
about
watching
that?
her and be like, no, go back. No, the other way. No, you get it right. Ah, please.
Now that you mention it,
It seems like
Yeah.
it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Unless you kicked it.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
I love you, Celeste. You are a genius.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Given it's their only option, yes, Makoto, I do.
yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Thanks, Jill. How about you? Because you're irrelevant.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit,
My internet's
it's
acting
very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
It's funny you mentioned your internet's going out, Danny. My internet was really, really good today for some reason.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
You can't take off the suit by yourself. Once it's on, you can never take it off. Hero's still in the suit to this day.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Richard, come. I can't actually get off of it. A little help. Someone you can't take off yourself. Figure thing. That's on the class on the back. Yep, we're all there.
That's true. It
You were
seems
there, Sakura.
impossible
How
to
do you
put the
know?
suit on or take it off without help.
How do you, that would, there's like 5 characters that were there that could have said this line, and they give it to Sakura, the one that wasn't there.
Then you really can't take it off by
And he
yourself?
was there!
Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear,
Barely
whoever
true.
did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
I mean, it's just the least likely, not that it couldn't have
No,
been.
wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Thanks, Celeste.
You all
Well-
got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides,
It's not the
do you
smoking gun she
remember
thinks
what
it
the
is,
now
but it is a fair
deceased
question.
Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? The guy hit me. Okay, Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
He also said it was Hero when he woke up and died again. So, yeah. I can watch it in a nice crisp
The
160p without
individual
interruption.
inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero. Without a doubt.
Okay, you're losing me, Celeste.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
No, Hina,
Hold
you're
on a
losing me.
second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Thanks, Kyoko.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
You planned the whole thing, you sissy baka, and Hifumi was in on it.
Let's review
Sussy.
this series of
Sissy
unfortunate
bake.
events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
F this iPad.
What a pain in the ass!
Speaking of...
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Wink, wink, nudge,
All
nudge.
right then,
Answer,
let's
Kyoko.
take another look back at what happened.
Why are you silent again, huh?
I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered
be
together
bacon.
in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
I like the way she said
We
Kyoko.
waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone.
Kyoko.
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
So this is the only thing that Sakura has, is recapping the entirety of the events. We might as well give it to her. She was busy guarding the entire time, and the only thing she could ever say was recapping the events up until the point that she was guarding. So, you know, everyone just stick around
It
and
seems
listen.
I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
If only these cameras had, like, you know, data on them that could pinpoint when it was taken.
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
It's a digital camera. There's a menu button right there.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
So, hi, Celeste. What's wrong? Saw a shadow, something moving at the top of the stairs? Yeah, we had to run
When
and
Celeste
find
told us
another one.
that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
So I want to say something here. The fact that Hifumi and Taka aren't here right now probably means that one of them isn't only playing dead to get away with the murder, because Monokuma would know that and would be like, everyone's not here yet, we can't go down the lift, and then we'd all be like, we're all here, and then he'd be like, are you sure? And then Kyoko would be like, Makoto, you better check that body. You didn't check the body,
And
did
soon
you? Go
after
back
that-
upstairs. And then Byaku would be like,
I saw someone
and then
moving
Hina would
around
be
on
like,
the third
what do you mean?
floor.
Everybody's here.
And I yelled out
Makoto would
to
leave.
everyone
What
as
do you
soon
mean?
as I
Makoto's
did.
here. Plus, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream. Strange costume man, you ran off as a scream. Yeah. I remember all
And
this.
then,
Another scream. Downstairs, it was Hifumi. You gotta go back. Wild
at
goose
that point,
chase.
we
I remember all
decided to
this.
divide up into 2 groups. Celeste,
You know,
Hina,
it
and
really
I
is-
went back to the nurse's
It
office.
really is not looking good for Celeste, I'm so sorry to say.
While Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we
But
found
why are the
Hifumi
glasses clean?
dead.
If Hifumi did not just walk himself upstairs, that's what my smoking gun was. He needed to clean his glasses so he could see, so he could walk upstairs, because he's the only person who could carry himself up there that fast.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I
It
left
also
Celeste
doesn't help
and Hina
that all
there
these
and
bodies
headed
don't
back
really
to the
look
3rd
dead
floor
because of all the
to let the others
Pepto-Bismol.
know
I'm
what had
sorry.
happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We
There's
must have
probably a
found
mod.
both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
That should have been Hifumi's announcement, though, right?
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab,
I think because they wanted to go for a Psycho Pop vibe. Just
ran
get over
into
it. I know.
Celeste.
I'm
He
aware.
arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising.
Fumi's body had disappeared.
We rushed back to the
Then
Rush back. You know, this is just a recap of all the events. I'm just going to skip through this so we can get through this a little bit quicker. We all know what
but
happened,
when
right?
we got there, we
It's only been a week.
discovered that now Taka and
Taco was
Celeste
missing.
quit.
We went and go discover him. Back in the room. It played the announcement again for some
I
reason.
think that
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Thank you,
It
Kyoko.
certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
2
And
murderers?
from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Stupid choice. Hello. Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. To uncover the truth, the events, and need to find them no matter what. Time to shoot some words. Actually, time to listen to some words and then shoot them.
So, regarding Taka, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
It had to be 6
We
o'clock.
already know what
You're the
order
one
they
that
were
told me that,
killed in.
Kyoko.
Taka came last
That's not true.
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Come on,
It's
that's
true that
nothing to do with
Hifumi was
anything.
killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
What kind of logic? Hina's kind of... So it's odd.
Obvious Taka came after.
Hina's kind of... You know, she got all that hair. Underneath all that hair, nothing else.
So,
Hair without the H.
regarding Taka's death,
How are
I
you? I'm
wonder
doing
if
fine.
he
How are
died
you?
before Hifumi.
Or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in.
Oh, wait.
Taka came last.
Was that the right one? Oh no, it was the other one.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Wait. I'm stupid? Shoot! I'm stupid. I'm not paying attention.
So,
What was file number 3?
regarding
I can't look
Taka's
at it.
death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
How she stays afloat
We
in the pool of
already
just
know
nothing
what
but
order
air.
they were
Yeah.
killed in. Taka came
Is it
last.
probably what order? It's probably what
Because of
order.
the
It's even
number-
the other
It's
option.
true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious
I
Taka
mean,
came after.
you know.
So, I wonder if he
What
was
else could it
perhaps
be?
it was. We already know what order they were killed
What? There's only 2 to shoot, isn't there?
Shoot!
So,
What's in file number
regarding
3?
Taka's death,
I can't look at the file itself now. I'm good just writing. You're a writer? That's neat. Gotta do the thing where you take their weak point and turn it into a bullet. Oh. What's the... I don't know how to do that. What's the buttons for that? Fast forward, handbook. I don't... The button isn't listed here for that. How do I... Oh, shoot. I knew you'd forget it's a thing. It really... Yeah. I do forget. Select truth bullet. Maybe click the mouse wheel in? You can look at the truth bullets. You can open the handbook. No, that's not what I'm talking about, though. Being able to, like, take their argument from someone and apply it to someone else's. But the button's gone. And I don't remember what it was for that. Because it's not listed here. Oh, man. I should have played with a controller. So somebody can tell me what it was. I'm going to guess it's middle click. Try holding left or right click.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were
Right
killed
clicking
in.
does nothing.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true
there
that
you
Hifumi
go.
was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
It's holding
While
down the
Taka's
button.
death.
See? So it's obvious
Thanks, Danny.
Taka came after. So, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
What order?
Taka Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number.
No, he's wrong.
Yeah, I would not have remembered that that's even a mechanic. It's the fact that I
Hold
can
on.
copy
There's
people's
no reason
truth
to
bullets.
assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Or killers.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to
Or
think the
culprits.
hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
It's like that prank that those high schoolers played where they released 3 pigs into their high school,
Okay,
but
then.
labeled them
Let's
1,
see the
2, and
proof.
4. Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. The watch. Something about what time he must have died. Gee, I wonder. Wait, what am I doing? Oh. The spelling one? Wristwatch. W-A... I'm looking for an I. S. Oh, I should have taken that W. Move! Beep! Why do I gotta spell this word, though?
Now I understand.
We could have just watched
I've
you
got
fail
it.
the trial here.
Taka's wristwatch.
Just said nothing. You could have. Would that have been fun, though? Because then we had to watch the whole thing again.
See? Look. It
And
broke
twos
with
are
the
the
hands
worst.
pointing
Oh.
just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Do you think everyone else is playing these mini games when they try to talk? Hey, you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? I remember this. 10 o'clock, boys and girls. Yep, yep,
so
yep.
if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that
Thanks,
would be
Kyoko.
his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was
Sure,
killed
you'll be
before
fine.
any of the other incidents took place.
I suck at Scrabble, though, Jay. I am terrible at, words with friends.
That simple
So
fact
don't
slipped
rely on
past
me to
all
spell
of us.
things. Danganronpa's Hangman's was way worse.
We
It's so
made
annoying.
the wrong assumption about the order of events,
so
all
excited.
because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he
True.
was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Not the spelling, it's how you get the letters that sucks. You don't have to shoot them anymore? Oh, well, they got rid of the guns, so... Do you have to sword slash them? You gotta play like a... Fruit Ninja? Letter Ninja? Alright, we've already gone through this entire This is like the 3rd time that we've
When
gone
we
through this
heard
backstory
Hifumi
now.
screaming,
With
we were all
Celeste.
together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Don't tell me Kyoko's... Nah,
Then we
she's
all
not
ran
it.
down to the nurse's office. And that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all
You'll
in the
see it
clear.
one day. More than just shooting, you had to pick up stuff and drop them on others.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him
Before they
screaming
brought
on a
it to
tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
Hero just pulling evidence right out of his
I don't know.
hair. Oh my god! Hero's a himbo!
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have
Oh my
rock-solid
God.
alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Go shower up back, okay.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Still have the truth bullet and gun stuff into the sword fighting was just the one mini game.
And it does not
I wish they
stop
kept
there.
it consistent.
There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Who is the killer then? My first thought was Hifumi killed Taka and is playing dead. I don't think that's
When
the
his
case
body
anymore,
vanished
though.
from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Just casually giving yourself out. Clearly it's not you.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it?
Come on,
She
Hero.
could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Come on, Hero.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Pay attention.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
I don't know why Jill is even still here. She should just zip. She's not important. Has no part in this entire trial. Just stop. I get you want to remind that she's still a character.
On the other hand,
she's not.
Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
You're interesting, my dude. At least you're pretty. Yeah, Hero's also just kind of here.
So what now, Kyoko?
The worst at figuring it out until it's spelled out.
For
What do you
now,
mean?
we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
It also likes to, like, pull out the rug every single trial and be like, oh, by the way, here's an evidence you didn't consider because we didn't tell you because it didn't exist until now.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Like, that's what happened with Mondo's last time. Just pulling out of the rug, be like, oh, by the way, jumpsuits blue?
And according to what Celeste said,
Could not have gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third
I really hope
in
it's
that
not
short amount of
Sakura.
time?
Because I've only talked to her once, and I want to hear how she defeated
Oh,
her
man, yeah.
dad or
There's
grandfather.
no way. It'd be impossible.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What?
How?
Money.
If the dead body were to move itself.
Wow. Did I guess it right? Hifumi actually did do it?
The dead body moved on its own?
No!
Guys.
Not another...
Kyoko lives for this.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is...
No, let it
we
run,
thought
Yakuya.
Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
He was alive when you talked to him.
Are you
when you
saying
cried on him.
Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Yes.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Nobody plays dead. The idea that Humi was still alive is still really possible? Oh no. The glasses? Are they gonna come up? Who's revived by the tears of friendship? Broken wristwatch? What the?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
I'm gonna take this for nothing, just in case.
No, it is impossible.
Because I'm kinda out of
Hifumi
hearts.
was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Yeah.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
But that was only after
Hifumi's
he
dead
was...
body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
That was only after we
Are
got
we
into the room,
really
though.
so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah, there you go. Who's dead now? Hifumi and Taka. Hifumi, no loss? Sure, the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time. So, if Taka's body was discovered at the same time as Hifumi's, that means he wasn't dead, it was Taka's body, and then he died when he got up there. That's why they played the second time.
Are you
That was my
saying that
initial
when we
reasoning for
first
why he
found
was alive in the
Hifumi
first
in the
place.
nurse's office, there's a chance
Or that one of us had killed them since...
he's still alive?
Yeah,
No.
you know what?
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery. Hifumi's dead body.
His body had been
And
found.
that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
How do I get rid of this? Wait a minute. I think the wristwatch is what I should have had.
Found Hifumi in the nurse's office.
I really hate that this whole mechanic is here.
Still alive.
No. It is in Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement
think it has to shoot it at the thing.
I'm
just gonna guess.
Signal someone else's discovery.
I'm about to lose all my hearts. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. But I got the broken
saying
wristwatch
that when we
back.
first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Wait a minute, that actually has nothing to do with anything.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
His dead body had been
And
found.
that is why the announcement
was
Are we
made.
really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
do I
else's
just-
discovery.
Where's the "it's Taka that was discovered" part? Because none of them are mentioning Taka. And the broken wristwatch, I think, is not an indication. Me back. Hiya. Body discovery was only made once. Fumi Taka discovered at exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
He was actually still alive.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that
Do I have to
is
take
why
that
the
one?
announcement was made.
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Did I miss? Did I have it right but missed anyway? I only have one heart. I'm gonna lose if I... Where's the save feature? I'm gonna cheat. Oh, shoot. I can't. Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to replay through this whole thing.
Are you saying that when we first found him, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Do you want an answer? I do. Just give me the answer. I don't want to lose. Okay, does the broken wristwatch mention... I don't think the wristwatch has to do with anything. I think this is fake. Love when that happens? No, I don't love it. Maybe the announcement signal?
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead body had been found.
But there is no
And that is why
announcement signal.
we really. Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was
There's actually still alive.
alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead. And you know that. How? Surely you heard the body discovery
The body
announcement,
discovery is not
along
lit
with
up.
the rest of us.
It's the last thing
Hifumi's dead
Kyoko
body
says.
Had been, and that is why we really.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
So,
else's discovery.
Absorb this and then go back? So I have to listen to this one twice in order to win it? That is weird. I didn't even know that would be a thing. Because it feels like getting to the end is a fail state.
Are you saying
So I never
that when
even
we
thought
first
the last one
found
could be
Hifumi in
used
the
for an
nurse's
earlier one like
office,
that.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. How? Surely you heard the body discovery of Hifumi's dead body.
No, it's wrong.
Why do you think you get 10 minutes to listen to it over and over and over again?
Was the body discovery announcement that
I
was
would not have
made
gotten that.
really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe.
The fact that
But
Celeste is
that was
talking
also
so
the
much
same
makes me
time
think that
Taka's
it's
body was found.
her. And that hurts to admit, but
That's right. It wasn't long after
I'm really
finding his
worried.
body that we heard the announcement.
I wish replaying conversations happened in
So
real
there's
life.
a good
It does.
chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere.
All you gotta do is say
We've
what?
confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all,
Works for
if
me.
2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
It do if you wear a wire?
Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Did you hear 2 announcements?
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No,
Thanks, Hiro.
actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
I think Hifumi killed Taka, and then she killed Hifumi?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means
It shouldn't have played when we discovered their same bodies for the second time.
even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
I'm a
If
genius.
that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
So, does it have to be 3 people discover it? Or, like, can one of them be the murderer? Does that have to do with anything? Was the fact that if one of them's the murderer but 3 people are there, they don't play the body discovery announcement? Because if, like, you kill the body, you know it's there. And then if 2 other people find it, that's technically 3 people discovered the body. First time we played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. The second time was when, just after Hifumi came back to life, when both bodies were rediscovered, when Toko was found unconscious.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
They may clarify that later. The topic sounds familiar. Okay. That sounds like something this game would try to pull. Ding dong bing bong.
A body has been discovered.
It didn't seem weird at the time.
The
But it
door to the
contradicts what
dining hall will
Monokuma
be
just told
locked.
us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality,
Monokuma's funny.
when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Again.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it.
How did he know to go to the
There's
repository?
one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
The fact that he talked after...
Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Bada bing!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
The glasses.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
Come on.
This whole thing is pointless.
Celeste, please. Pay attention. Show your interest. Don't just try to cut to conclusion. That makes you look sad. But we're still alive. I have to show it to everyone. It's gonna be the glasses. Finish my online homework. Should I do my written homework as well, or save it for tomorrow? You should calculate exactly how many points that written homework
Well,
is worth.
here's one thing we do know.
And if it puts you
The
below an
first
A,
time
do
we
it.
found
If it doesn't,
Hifumi's body
don't.
was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body,
It was
it was
upstairs.
in the repository.
Ah.
But when you compare
Oh, that's
his
wasting my
body
time. I
before
should've just-
being moved and his body after being moved,
They were the same.
other
No, they
than the
weren't.
change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Then, was he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
Oh, it's Celeste.
Well, here's one
Submit a
thing we
blank
do
page
know.
with the word
The first time
the.
we found Hifumi's body, then his body disappeared.
And the next time it was in the...
But when you compare his body before,
Other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no difference.
There was no. I love that.
In fact, there was one clear
Guess I'll
difference
stop
between
breathing.
Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
not exactly. It's a big leap in judgment there, Makoto, but, you know.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Thanks, Celeste. Why don't you
When we
spell
found
the word
Hifumi
glasses,
in the nurse's
Makoto?
office,
Then we'll
his
believe
glasses
you.
were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Why? Just tell him. Come on, what else could it be? It was Celeste's account. That's what it was.
I got it!
Hey, I got a full heart.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
But why would he throw them out in the trash?
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
I mean, I get they're covered in blood, but they're not
And whose
ruined.
digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
You don't pronounce the star. Okay, cool. Glad that was said out loud for me.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Hi, Pat. Wow.
I see
Thank
your
you.
point. And the only people here who wear glasses
I'm just reading that now. 24 months? 2 years?
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Rude, Byakuya.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
2 years? Oh yeah, you wear glasses too. Oh, I forget that you're even here, Jill.
Then there's no
Toko.
question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
Hero, please.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Who would clean people's glasses for no reason unless you intended to wear
It
them?
must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the
What is this
nurse's
music?
office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Few weeks I'll have
And
known
with
y'all
that,
for 3
the
years.
impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
2 more years. I'm not a president.
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Maybe he was like, you know, passed out from being smacked in the head, but not dead yet?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
What?
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere!
What?
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! Gosh, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
What the? Taka himself?
I got it!
It's clearly
It could
Taka
only
himself.
have
He
been
was
Hifumi.
also playing dead.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
And then, again, unlocked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
Did they kill each other? Was Taka still alive too and got revenge?
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished
No, then
stashing
neither of them
Taka's
would have been
body
able to
there.
unlock the door. No, that's a stupid.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
The music cut out for this line. It's a huge reveal.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble,
Aha,
would you
I
like me to
figured it
show
out.
you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely.
Load it up.
The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
There it is. The smoking
You know what I'm talking
gun.
about, right, Makoto?
partake
The item
of
he
the
took
murder.
off of Taka's lifeless body?
What? Oh, the piece of paper? It's gotta be the piece of paper. That's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing that she was around to show me for. The piece of paper.
I got it!
I got it!
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
By the way, we didn't tell anybody this, and we didn't reveal it until this very moment for no particular reason.
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Shh. Let's ignore that.
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well,
Okay, thank
forget
you,
about
Sakura.
the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
You know, they say we're attracted to what's our complete opposites. You know what? Never mind. Take with that what you will. Yep, there's the note. 6 a.m. It's
That's
like
the note I
heroes.
was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. My note
He really
said,
did that? 1
Monokuma
a.m.
can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Pants.
See, then this
Colonel.
note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Colonel, there was a note in his pants.
Not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
Colonel. It says that
And that
Monokuma is
person could
actually-
only have been...
Metal Gear. What? Wait a minute. I wasn't paying attention. Is the answer Taka?
I got it!
It's Taka. Let's go.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Yeah, I remember now.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't
References.
really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
TikTok. What?
Just to be clear,
Taka.
TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Person was Hifumi's pants,
Yes!
obviously.
Why must you ruin it every time?
Inside Jack is seriously scary. Yeah, clearly. But still, I can't let her get to me. Stop yelling at me. You're scaring all of us. Oh, we're doing arguments again? Oh, shoot.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was
Glasses, cloth.
intended for
Broken
must have
wristwatch.
been Huffy!
What is this spinning? Stop!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6
Oh,
a.m.
there you go.
I believe.
The time
Broken
doesn't matter.
wristwatch. Time doesn't matter.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
That's not true.
No, that's wrong.
10 owes
no,
me money for this
there
advertisement.
absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The
Pay
note
attention.
said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Where he died.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So,
Come on, guys.
Taka
Come
was
on.
murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that.
At least she took it on the chin.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed
Hifumi
down
was
his
the one that
pants,
sent
no
it.
less.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, okay. The ripped message? Maybe?
I got it!
Yes. Haha.
When I searched Taka's
I am
body,
smart.
I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Trying to answer the questions in this is like trying to listen to a teacher lecture
I'm
at
right
you.
about this. The sheet of
And then
paper
occasionally
this
they
piece
just like
came
call
from
on you
is-
randomly in the class to be like, and what's the answer? And if you're just like, if you're not paying 100% attention, you're just like,
I knew it! It fits perfectly
go
with
back?
the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap And Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
It was Hiro.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Or a murderer himself.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
You know my thoughts are pretty bad when Hiro starts screaming them out like they're true. You just know for a fact that you really screwed up somewhere down the line when you get the same thought process as Hiro.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
He woke up, though.
The second
Hina,
body
truth bullet
discovery
time.
announcement proves that.
Truth bullet time!
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Why are we ignoring the fact that he woke up?
Whoever did is the
Come on,
mastermind,
guys.
the true killer.
Oh.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's
Hiro and I
body
are not
vanished,
the same.
but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time,
just
we
along
all
for the
split
ride.
up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Yeah, but I'd rather be Hiro because they're not constantly dragging Makoto around asking him to solve everything while they all know what's going on.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait,
We've been
but
there.
me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed
Just
bothers
gonna
me too.
ignore that. Move
There's
on.
something
Thanks, Hiro.
that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because, I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
Why was the hammer still in the office?
culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Yo, wait a minute. Hiro. Hey,
But
yo.
wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
You paying attention?
I'm surprised. It seems there's
Yes.
some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Oh, you surprised Byakuya.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though.
Yo.
I don't understand it either. The Monokuma
Compare me to
file
Hiro
makes
now.
it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Never mind, Hiro has a higher IQ than Bells. That's not what I
But
meant
if the
by
hammers
compare.
were already laying around
Hey,
those
come
other
on.
rooms,
You're kind of a jerk, though.
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Number one. Come
Those
on.
were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Doesn't matter about the size of the hammer. Come on.
Then,
Good insight, Hina.
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
so
The
then,
file?
what was used to kill Hifumi?
The hammer. The whole picture surrounding this case won't come clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. What? The file itself said the hammer. The file can't lie, can it?
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
What is Spotless Hammer? When did I learn about that? This was found in the repository. One of them was found wet and apparently been recently washed. Ah, okay. There we go.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was
So
the
he used
culprit
two
able to move around so freely
Justice
with the
Hammer
weapon?
3s.
How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Come on.
And, that's about it.
Oh, that's so funny. Whom's killing the repository? If the weapons used to kill both of them were actually similar, it can't be the Justice Hammer.
Was it
It was the Spotless Hammer.
Justice? Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody read? Sounds like a Justice Hammer. Check out murdergear.com.
Well,
But the murder
No, that's wrong.
Come on, hero. Don't
The
you know
murder
about this
weapon
hammer I
wasn't a
found
Justice
randomly?
Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
Not completely different, Makoto. Calm down.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
It's the same weapon, just not painted.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Is there a sink in the repository? I don't see
I'd
one.
also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
I thought those literally were the Justice Hammers, but they just painted them. How would they go out and make
If that's
more
true,
hammers with our
that
nothing?
would explain the Monokuma Files note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Oh!
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
Celeste, wait a minute. Don't try and do
The
that.
way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Exactly, which is why you'd kill the person that helped you.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We could talk about there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... But what? These moments make no sense to me.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
There you go. Oh, I should have stolen that.
Based on the rule, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
Classic
But
Kyoko,
that only
ending
really
it with
in this
an orange
case.
sentence that I have to steal
There were
and then
two
use
murders.
backwards.
Based on the rules, even if
More than
So
one
this time,
person is
does it
complicit
reset
in the
every
only
single
the
one of
one
these?
who
Do I always
actually
get like
carried
12
out
minutes
the
to do
act
all of these?
can graduate and survive.
Or
Assuming the
is
rule
this like for
holds
the
true.
entire trial?
No, that's wrong.
Nothing's impossible, Celeste. Don't use
Since
that
there were
language in the
two
court of law.
murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for
Risk
working
versus
together.
reward.
The reward
Come
that
on.
balances out the risk of taking part in the
The
scheme.
words mean what they mean. Like, that's a very easy definition to
There's
get.
no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
Exactly.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
We both get half the... What is it? They both... How much is the money worth? 1
You're
million or 10
saying
million?
that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
Give him a break. This is his first year of high school and he's stuck
I
solving
think
murder.
that's what the true killer told
fair.
Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Yep.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind
Celeste has
picked
no
their
need for money,
target
right?
and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Just want to put that out. She's a gambler. She's made a ton of money already.
And
She has
then
no
to
need for
avoid
extra
the
money.
no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Hina, Hiro, same person.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Nah, Hifumi would believe anything. The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic of the time. Kyoko must have noticed the fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at
I
this.
understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
True killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's only one person who seems to fit. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Wait, but she wasn't here. She couldn't have done it because she was busy running us all around and like being in the like way, right? No, it can't be her. So does that mean it does have to be? No, it can't be Hiro. Called it was her. Look at this copia. No, it can't be her because when Hifumi was in the thing, how could she have gotten in and killed him? Because the door was... How could... She couldn't have been in there. No one's gonna... Okay, Hina's not gonna go in there. Watch Celeste walk in, go inside, close the door, lock it, hear a hammer smash, unlock the door, leave, and then be like, oh man, there's a body here. When you... No. That can't be true. That can't be her. That's gotta be someone else. It's gotta be Hiro. It's gotta be. Hiro was surprised to hear that Taka was dead, not that Hifumi was dead. He already knew about Hifumi because he's the one that did it. It's Hiro. It's all coming back to me again. Hold on. We've already shown there's absolutely no way. No, that's not true. There's not absolutely no way. Tragically modified Hiro.
Shoot!
No. No. Okay, so it's not Celeste. Not Celeste, it's not Hiro. It's not Makoto. It's not Jill, because she's unimportant. It could still be Byakuya. It could still be Kyoko. We don't know where she was. And I don't want to say it could be Sakura, but it could be Sakura. You know, Hina's kind of been throwing accusations all around since the start. Since the start. I mean, Celeste was too, but since the start, Hina was throwing them out. So it could be Hina. I'm pretty confident. Perhaps we should take a second and think it through more slowly. What? How come everybody thinks... How come everybody thinks that we don't know where Kyoko was? Sakura was guarding. Who are you gonna vote for next? Leon? It could be Leon.
Shoot.
Come on, guys. Come on, throw me a freaking bone here. How could you? For money? Come on, dude. For money. You said you had tons of money. You're a gambler. Gosh dang.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
No.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
You're telling me?
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him,
Fair.
that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brain-fat, lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
Hey, your accent.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
No, there's not.
Is that so?
No.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
We're doing the behavioral, unfortunate spaceman style. You act different when you're the monster. Evidence here. Why does Makoto sound so gay?
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Why? Only Hifumi and Celeste had in common the screaming? Encountering the suspicious individual? I shouldn't have only left myself with one heart. Is it the screaming? The paper hidden in the pants? No. Encountering the suspicious individual? They did both do that. And I guess they were the only ones to do it, huh? I guess they... Huh. It might...
I got it! The
Wow.
behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
The accident went right out the window.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Hey, come on. You sat there and waited for me for 2 minutes to come up with the answer. You can't get mad at me when I give it to you.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes
Maybe
on
that
the
was his
costumed
truth bullet and I
individual.
interrupted him.
If we accept
Stop
that
taking the
Hifumi was one of
copium.
the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
No. Everything I've said to you is a lie. It was me.
After taking
was
Hifumi
me,
to the nurse's
everybody.
office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
I
And
killed
not too
Hifumi.
long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
It's because he convinced me to spy on you all in the bathroom. In the bathhouse. Saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling
still putting me in
scream.
place.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
He doesn't have truth bullets, he has shut up bullets. Don't be a Hifumi, let her annoying die. No. Don't be a simp. Intense scream. I saw him. The strange costume man, he ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he had further down the hallway and then disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Oh?
It was
There
to
it
get
is.
us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
No. Two groups? Yep.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Please.
And on top of
What do you
that,
have to say for
that
yourself?
piercing cry of yours early on.
This is gonna be the 5th time.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Come on, Byakuya. You don't gotta call him out for everything
Why
like
else
that.
would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Because she saw the suspicious individual. Weren't you paying attention? You're acting like hero.
I just realized another strange thing.
No, you didn't. You realized nothing.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
Certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
What? I mean, that seems like a normal thing to say. When you see somebody get murdered, you'd be like, I can't believe someone got murdered.
I don't believe it.
That's got
Everything.
Makoto's
The
a
whole
stretch.
thing was one big act.
Makoto just wanted to act like Byakuya one last time.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
Oh.
Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Your wife sucks.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
She was pretty freaking
Wouldn't
smart.
you agree,
She fooled
Celeste?
me. Not to say that she did anything.
I have no idea what you mean.
Thank God.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You
Deny
made
what?
one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking
Slip-up.
about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I actually do need to see what this one is. They must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused? We're all going to die here? We're going to die just like those guys did?
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Just like, did we not, did Celeste not discover Taka's
Then
body
pay
yet?
attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think
Okay.
about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
She could have been talking about the 8 other people that are dead, Byakuya. That's, there's way more than just one person dead. She could have been talking about all the other murders that took place like a week ago. Come on. Didn't have to know I was talking about Taka at the time.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
No, you don't, hero. You don't
Although
see
I
anything.
don't
You're
really get what it
clairvoyant, but you're
means.
blind as a bat.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
What? You guys are just being racist because she's the only one with an accent, isn't
If
it?
you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Right. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, but what's he alluding to? Lose on purpose?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
Why is this moving around
They
so
must
much?
be positively elated.
Why do I
We
have
are
to point
all
this
going
out?
to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
There you go.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What
No.
was so strange about Celeste's comment?
No? Is that not right? Sing the song is pretty. Never seen more copium? What do you mean? About to OD? What? I thought that was the answer. Those guys,
All
isn't
I
it?
said was,
Other way around. Strange
They
to
must
those
really
guys?
be enjoying
Oh.
the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes. What was
So
his comment?
Time to go back.
All I said was they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. But we are all going to die here. We
It's
are
not
going to
that
die.
strange, though. To be honest.
No, it's wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
She's gonna bring up the fact that everyone else is dead, and that's what she was talking about. She's gotta. Right? Celeste?
Exactly.
Open your
and
mouth!
we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko
Guys is
had
a
also
gender-neutral
disappeared,
term?
right? So she could have been dead too.
She was talking about everyone else. She was talking about Leon right next to her. No.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Bullet.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
There you go. There you go.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Nope.
So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
She can't put the suit on. Only you
Have
can.
you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
Yes.
Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words,
Boom.
it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Photo evidence airtight.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
No, Kyoko, don't do this. Don't turn against us like this. Come on, we're on the same side. You were silent. You could stay silent. Just stop.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are
Stop.
other explanations than the
No,
one
there's
you've
not.
offered us.
No, there's
No.
not. There's not.
There is no other explanation.
About time. So, have to say I didn't see that one coming if that's the case. Other explanations. There wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. The only other possibility is they're dancing, they're drinking, Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Drinking? High schoolers? Dancing? High schoolers? Dragging? You know high schoolers drag.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away.
Shut up, Makoto.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Shut the f up.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
But do you have any proof?
The
Come on,
one
Celeste.
being dragged off in that picture
That's proof.
isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange
I'm
costume
dumb.
might only exist
Forgot
to lead
that's how
us
they found
astray
Hero.
even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is
You have
utterly impossible.
There you go.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it?
Ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
That felt personal. Why they gotta be fighting though? Why these two characters gotta be butting heads? Why couldn't it have been any other two characters? I would have been fine with any other
Dressed
two.
me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
The
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
Yes!
No way!
Yes! That's right! Don't talk to Kyoko like that. You really put Kyoko above Celeste? Well, I can see why. Couldn't bend at the waist, so it's the suit.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed. Then you just draped me across Hifumi, and you tried to make me look like a.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, that if the person inside the suit, there's no way they could stand up.
No,
No, you're
it's
right.
wrong.
Oh, that's right. You're correct.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
We're going back here. Can't bend at the waist.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
Is it a mistake? Because it worked. It's kind of what they
I'm
wanted.
not so sure that was a mistake.
No, Kyoko, stop. That's
I think the
Makoto's
suit was
line.
designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh,
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd
That's a face I didn't
specially
wanna see.
designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
but where's your proof?
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Shut the.
Checkmate? Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Goodbye, accent.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
It's like just forgot to do it. Brought it back halfway through the sentence. There you go. With Yashihiro. The biggest. I've never seen a smokier gun. This gun caused the entire city of Shanghai to be covered in smog for the past 20 years. The smokiest of guns. It's Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him,
What's wrong with
his
you?
answer
What the-
was quite clear, was it not?
Are you huffing? What are you? What?
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
Where'd you get the helium
In
from?
other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
What the?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He did give everyone nicknames. He said for serious lot. He said people's last names. That's right. He used Mr. for everyone and Miss for everyone. That's also nicknames, but I guess he, two different things here. But also, if you're gonna lay dying, you're not gonna use the longer.
I got it!
Logic
That's right.
means nothing to
Our
these
last
people.
name.
They believe
He
what they
called
want
us
to
all
believe,
by our last names.
regardless of the evidence or lack thereof.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
There you go.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random
Don't
chance.
suck.
Now
Outta
isn't
here.
that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have
Get
said
it?
the name
Random
any
chance.
different than normal.
Explanation. Gambler.
But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
What? What's Celeste's last name? What is Celeste's last name? It always just lists Celeste. No. It always just lists Celeste. She doesn't have one. Ludenberg. There you go. That's nothing. That's not close whatsoever. Whatsoever. It's good. We're good. We're clear. We're in the clear. This means nothing.
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on.
Nope.
There's one person it could apply to.
No, there's not. Stop it. You're constantly putting Jill in her place. It's so funny.
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Yes, she did. It's Celeste.
What did you just say?
That's freaking rude.
To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
Hiro's just standing here a little awkwardly.
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Celeste Ludenberg.
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
My
real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up because it's not her. So then I have to do something to make her accept it. What? What do we have to do? What do we have to do here? What was Yasuhiro's message?
Tell us something.
What was his message? Meet in the dining hall? That has nothing to do with anything. Alright.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
Oh no, it's the handbooks.
If there's one person here who might have that last
Does
name...
her handbook not have the name she's been telling us?
You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
Oh no.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
Why is it upside down?
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me...
Oh, I hurt.
No, that's wrong.
I hurt.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
You know what? I don't think this is a good game to play anymore. I'm just gonna stop before any gets further. I'll start number 2 tomorrow because it's still on Game Pass. So that'll be cool. This was a fun game. It's crazy how it turned out the way it did with all my favorite characters staying alive and nobody turning evil. So that's awesome. But, you know, it was pretty good. Kinsey, stop! What are you doing? Stop!
Play.
Stop!
Play it! Play it!
Okay. Jesus Christ. What are you just standing here? Oh. Handbook is vital. Don't lose it. Start up will display your name. Now your everyday handbook has many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything.
But why would Monokuma not use her real name of Celeste Ludenberg? Why would Monokuma choose not to do that? Ever. Come on. Clearly she said that's her name, so they should use that for her handbook.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Right?
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Oh, plead the fifth. Doesn't really help your case, but...
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
No.
Please, just tell us.
Who are you appealing to? Who are you appealing to?
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because...
She never loses?
Because... Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
There you go.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Why?
And that'll bring everything to an end.
No, it won't. Oh, I gotta... Oh. Right. I forgot we do this every time. What the heck is going on? Look at his face. Oh. Clearly, that's gonna be the one of him still alive. Why is this here? What the? They're talking. So that's Hiro talking with Hifumi. Hiro convinces Hifumi to make a cool face. That's still Hiro. I don't know who that is. What time is this? 1 a.m.? Right? Heroes was meet at 1 in the morning. Walks in. Asks what's happening. Gets caught. They put him in the suit. Chips. They take the picture. Because the camera's right there, bro. It's just a joke. Doppelganger Hero. You're in on it. He's still got the white hair here. Why is the ball here? That's from the first one, isn't it? Justice Hammer. Wait, where's this? Backpack? I guess? Right? He's sneaking in, maybe? Where's the... Is there Justice Hammer 4? This would have to be after, so that can't be that one. Oh, no. He's checking his watch. Duh. He's looking at... He's literally... Yeah, whatever. Hiro, Hifumi, not Yafumi. That's pretty cool looking. Hifumi does the thing. Justice Hammer 4 done. Camera. Hiro is showing Makoto what's happening. Meanwhile, he's pushing the body to the next room. In the nurse's office, gets the blood on him. Justice Hammer 3. Everyone's surprised that he's dead. Jesus Christ. Poor Taka's death totally gets swept under the rug in this one. Got totally ignored because of all the Celeste and Joey gaslighting. What do you mean? It's not my fault that Hiro's such a freaking mastermind that gets away with it every time. Playing stupid. Come on. Oh, here's where the body gets dragged. I gotta go take that out then. So then, what is this one? Is it that one? Where did we find Hifumi? Was it in the library that he got hurt? Oh yeah, and then we took him to the nurse's office after Justice Hammer 2. So then this one should be Justice Hammer 2? I hope that's right. Drags the body. What's he doing? Oh. Is that right?
The killer is you!
You hear that? He said you, Hiro.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi.
This music.
With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
I'm still wondering why you'd use the accomplice. The killer is you? Bells? What?
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room.
I wish.
Last night at 1 in the
That way
morning.
Celeste wouldn't be caught up in all this garbage lies.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him,
he goes in
they
the suit.
drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Your gaslighting is to blame? They're gaslighting me.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him. while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
Yeah.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the
River in
pool
Egypt.
room locker.
Denial is a river in Egypt.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Your wife who's a murderer? No. She just got played a bad hand.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4.
You know, that is poor
which was
Taka.
left
He
there
just
in the
kind of
equipment
swept
room.
under the rug here.
The reason Hammer number 4 was used
We just
was to
got
create
new Taka
confusion
lore,
about the order
and
of
he's
the
gone
crimes.
already. What they need
So,
5 hours for,
next
though?
they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2
It worked.
incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the
They were
suspect
innocent.
was
They were
increasing the
victims.
size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
This is very complicated. This is extremely complicated of a plan.
while
I'm
we
surprised
did
it didn't work.
We left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what
Hero's just way
Hifumi
too
was hoping
smart.
for. He took a blood
Why is he
packet
doing
from
the
the
magical girl
refrigerator
transformation?
and turned the room into a crime scene, in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw
If
us
he
back.
wasn't so
and when we
stupid as to
returned,
clean his
that's what
glasses
we
and
found.
get them caught, it's because of the glasses. Dude ruined it for himself and for Hiro.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
Can you imagine the amount of planning they had to specifically get these two to be caught at the same time? It works. The plan went perfectly, and this dummy cleans his glasses. Can you imagine how pissed you'd be? No wonder he got murdered.
We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation.
It's always so
He
elaborate.
simply got up and
The
made
first
his
one
escape.
wasn't. The first one was, she tried to kill me, I killed her back. Self-defense. What can you say?
When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office.
The second one, Byakuya, was just a freaking a-hole.
And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the
And
equipment
ruined it.
room.
Trusting Hifumi was indeed the ultimate
He
gamble.
wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
Why are they making Hifumi look like this? What? Look at that panel.
That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Sayaka was dumb. Byakuya wanted to spice things up. Yeah, he's just...
But even Hifumi
That's just how
didn't
he
know what
was.
the true killer had in mind for their final act.
But how did she get in there?
Their
That's
plan
what I'm
all
wondering.
along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
How did she get in there while, like, they were guarding the door? How did, he let her in? Yeah, but, like, wasn't Sakura and Hina just, like, standing there?
And they did
How
it
did she
using
wash the
an
hammer when there
ordinary,
was no
everyday
sink
hammer
inside
from the
the
repository.
repository?
That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
There's still some questions that prove that it can't be. Oh, they're gonna kiss. We love it.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Is that your catchphrase, Makoto? Because you gotta switch it up, buddy. No one was guarding. They were there when you wanted to go in, because game. But they weren't just standing there the whole time. Oh. So you just kind of... You act like they weren't there the whole time, even though they had to be planted there because of video game.
I lost?
No, you're still good.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
The door was also locked at that point. Yeah, the door was locked and Celeste was out here. Because I remember her searching with us. I remember seeing her. At least I think I did. Might have to go back and watch my own VOD. You lose, kindergarten. Your sound of your tiny kiss sent me.
They hang heavy
They were both
around
probably
my
in there.
neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Of course she's not.
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
No?
Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
No?
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
So Celeste still didn't do it. It was this mysterious other character. Taiko.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
I like her dropped accent voice. What? What? That was abrupt? Where's the rest of the dialogue? Where's her reasoning and explanation and... Where's Monokuma being like...
Okay, Monokuma.
Despite her dragging it on for
I'm
half
ready
an
to
hour
begin.
now.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for.
I see
Time
now.
to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
Look at... Hiro's still worried because everyone thinks it's him.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma, please. I don't know what to tell you. Oh! Hey, yo. I don't want to watch this. I don't...
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was...
Ugh.
Or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I was just trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Ifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder.
Jesus Christ. We're back to the bots. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't intend to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
And did you use, you know...
I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. Huh? For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Tako were both super into. Does she mean... Yep. She's talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? But Makoto already said this, like, flat out. In the trial. Hello? Plot hole? Alright, we're just gonna ignore that. That's fine.
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How
In
sad.
other words,
And you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with.
Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
Actually,
Oh wait, this is when she's Celeste, huh? I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It was about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
What?
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? It turned out I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-who what to... Oh, this is her thoughts. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the pictures as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for
Forced?
me,
Please forgive me, he threatened me.
Oh.
They mention it so much in the trial, and so much outside of the one room they weren't supposed to mention it in. Like, in visible view of the cameras at all times, but we're just ignoring all that too. He still don't know.
as
He
for
did?
me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say he abused me.
What?
Oh, she lied about that too. Then he took pictures, said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone, so I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a rough thing to lie about. It's a crime, an absolute crime.
I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far.
Keeps it on hand. The costume. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him.
Unforgivable!
Oh, now
most
we're all cursing.
unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target. Escape? You don't mean Taka's going to try to kill you? Jesus.
indeed.
And all so he can keep her to himself. Wow.
Completely unforgivable!
Honestly,
Can we allow him? Can we allow him continue? Can we allow him continue? She's foreign. With these barbaric acts? Or if you're PJ, barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I?
I swear, I will save her!
actually,
Then would you like to join me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. I've devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. In his pants, he made a full cosplay. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. With that strange costume, Hifumi's creation.
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. It's my fault for picking him in the first place. So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Oh my god. I feel like I could cry. But then you were explaining your plan to Hifumi. How did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, how was Hifumi supposed to do that after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, when someone showed up, told him to say he'd been seriously wounded, he was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. Just absolutely tearing into Hiro. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course. There would have been no point of my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Ben, what made you take things this far?
Is it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But
You all along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
you little
Obviously,
bitch.
that was a lie. Obviously, that was a lie. That's not what she said.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little
I wanted to
bitch.
get out. Every day was fresh torture. Do you want to know why,
This
huh?
is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepted a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my
Honestly.
dream forever. There was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical
As for
killing.
me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was that
isn't
dream of
it
yours?
wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? You just wanted to be a princess? What, princess zombies? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. Is this Black Butler? I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
She's just a simple girl. She's not asking for much. Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Her bodyguard. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge,
There
but
is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for
Oh.
it? Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? She's sociopathic. Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions, the conscious decisions. No, the conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not
Yes,
scared.
indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a
Isn't
choice,
it
then
wonderful?
I think I'd like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
hey,
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled. Then, when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Chills!
You're all
Chills!
done? Okay then,
Chills!
let's get the ball rolling. The black and disturbed the peace, you must pay the
Now then,
price.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything
Literally
we've
Black
got.
Butler.
It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
Well, that's the key to the room of... Yeah.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important.
No, please. No. Give it up, please.
Well then,
No.
take care, everyone.
Bye, Celeste. See you when we're out.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
See you when we're out. I don't want to watch this. What can it be? Crushed by giant dice? Flung with sharp cards? By Madeline? Castle? Oh my god, is it just an actual execution? A big bunny. Oh. 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 Very tasteful shot, thanks, game. It's not like she's being burned to death. Are you okay? My dude. What? What the? What the? Oh. Okay. Sure. It's over. Third execution's over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. For him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Listen here, I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of
What do
here!
I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of
Too
here.
bad.
You're the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but the reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
What's the deal with that?
What?
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What'd you do? What'd you do to me?
Who?
hey,
What did you do to my body?
Ooh, how exciting.
What do you mean? What did I do?
What?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
What? Is Kyoko a 1,000-year-old dragon trapped in a little girl's body?
Hello.
Is this bear's voice the same as, you're about to say Hifumi's. No. Persona 3 bear? I've never played Persona. So, no.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's time I got out
Well?
of here. Meanwhile, you guys go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's the key to Celeste gave you?
Most likely, the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
Oh, sorry. I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go
Indeed.
check.
Good idea.
We're not gonna ask about it. We approached the dressing room. Kyoko looked back at us
Hey.
and said,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later, despite it being nighttime and the dining hall's supposed to be enclosed.
"Why exactly are you going alone?"
so
Do you even have to ask?
As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance
Come
camera.
on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then
What?
I'll go too. You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention
Goodbye.
to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you,
Well,
Byakuya. Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm going to the dining hall, okay? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? She's jealous? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are totally pushovers when you show a little backbone. Oh, why do you know so much about girls, Hina? Try to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
shall we go?
Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker.
Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. Please, Byakuya, let me go into the bath with Kyoko. I'm begging you. This is my one shot, Byakuya, please. As the locker swung open, we saw... There he is. Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's safe, thank goodness.
Never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I just did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please just wait a little longer.
Okay, we can officially say the case is closed.
As far as the incident's concerned, sure, but can we take a second since we have this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
That why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
regardless, it's not something you need to know right now.
Need to know? Just makes me even more worried.
What? Worried?
Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared, and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that...
It's only natural. They think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too.
No? I believe in you.
You believe in me?
Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me.
We're friends?
I want you to believe in me too, because we're friends.
Friends? I understand.
It's true.
Maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more.
Then? I don't have a gift to give you.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see?
I found a way out of the school and I've been sneaking snacks. Got that pepperoni pizza. What I heard from Kyoko was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she'd told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action. How rude.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it,
So how do you... You're going into the boys' bathroom?
in the storage closet there, way in the back.
Way in the back of the boys' class bathroom. You know, it's also 1:44 in the morning. Maybe I could save this for next time. But I won't. You can save? I'll look in the storage closet. Just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. Secret Kyoko told me about could it really be hidden here? There is a secret door there. It was way back in the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand in the back of the closet. Suddenly, I was being yanked in. Do-do-do-do. Gashunk. Yep. At the same time I heard the sound, I fell through the wall, and I had no idea what was going on. Oh, shoot. There's a whole room back here. Falling through the back of the storage closet. Turned out, the back of the wall was like a revolving door, and I had made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom, the storage closet, there's a secret room.
This is the secret room. So what's in here? Now I'll save. Now I'll save. Find out what's in the secret room next time on Dragon Ball Z. Well, that was fun. It was fun up until the very end. Man, them Rompas, they do be dangin'. They dangin' so hard. Alright. Yeah, it's late. So, I don't blame you for needing to go to sleep. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hero's the key to all this. How dare he? I'll never forgive him for this. That himbo had us all fooled. Should have been a better gambler. Dang, a Rampa fried this rice? What the? What? What? Okay. That might just because it's 2 a.m. That was funny. Hero's the hero. All right, thank you, Danny. All right, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go not be streaming. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'll see you all later tomorrow. Regular schedule this week. You know how it be. Yeah, see you later. Have a good one.
Danganronpa.